What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while since you've seen this face here on the YouTubes, but I needed to take a little bit of a mental health break. I've been doing this basically nonstop for like 6 years, and taking a few months off in the summer to spend some time with friends and family on the weekends honestly was pretty appealing. But we are back. We are building PCs like this channel is known for. And today we have an awesome build for you guys. Not because a new piece of hardware came out, not because some company reached out and said, hey, we want to sponsor a build or something like that, but because I want to do some gaming. I want to build this PC to put in my office to play games on all the time. So I want to put it together for you on camera. It's going to be a great build. Make sure that you get subscribed to the channel if you like stuff like this. Let's get right into it. So let's quickly run through the parts that we're going to be using in this build and talk a little bit about why we're building it. And then you guys will get to see the full time lapse and the finished product. Hopefully we'll get it all done today. So let's start on my left. This is Be Quiet Pure Base 500DX. It has been one of my favorite cases since it came out a year or two ago now. It's fairly compact, but fits full ATX size components. It's got some really cool lighting effects, and the airflow also is excellent on it. I've built in this case a couple of times. We're going with a black version this time, but you could also get it in white. While we're on the subject of Be Quiet, might as well talk about the stuff that's on this side of the table that we're also going to be building with. Now, Be Quiet sent me out a couple of products in their new FX line, which is released to celebrate Be Quiet's 20th anniversary. They're not going to be limited run products or anything like that, but for the next couple of months, August and September, these are going to have a discount applied at retailers whenever you pick them up. So whatever they normally cost, they're going to be up to $30 off. So I'm going to leave links down below, but basically these are based on some existing products that Be Quiet has. They're going to also include their Lightwings fans. So you have a 240mm AIO, you have the Pure Rock 2 FX cooler, which comes in a really cool black tower design with the Lightwings fan. And, you know, they look really neat, and Be Quiet products always perform really well. So again, if you guys are interested in this stuff, links are down below. Special discount up to $30 off for this month and next month. They're also going to have an FX version of the 500DX that unfortunately didn't arrive here in time, but that'll also be something that you could check out if you're interested in it. Be Quiet also sent over their Straight Power 11 850 watt platinum rated power supply, and we're going to probably need all that juice one way or another, because we've got some pretty hungry components that we're building right now. And also I want to have some future facing compatibility, which is the reason that I went with an Intel platform this time around. I did consider using an AMD 5800X3D chip because technically right now that is the fastest gaming chip on the market. However, for the specific games that I'm going to be playing, and with the idea that I might want to upgrade in the future, right now Intel is actually the way to go. So we're going to be using a 12700K in this build, and the Z690 board that we've chosen also will be able to accept new 13th gen chips when they do come out, honestly pretty soon. So this board is from MSI. It's the Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi. I've used it before on the channel, and MSI had sent it over when Z690 was actually first coming out, but it's never been permanently installed in a system at all. It looks pretty great, and I think it's really going to go well with the aesthetic that we've kind of created here, especially in the Pure Base case. Now, in order to fill out this motherboard, we need some memory and we need some storage. So the storage is going to be from Samsung. It's a 980 Pro NVMe SSD. It's a Gen 4 model, so that means read and write speeds of about 7,000 megabytes per second, which is probably way more than we actually need for a gaming PC. Nevertheless, I'm not going to complain, and it'll be nice to have it to access those game files. For storage, we've got a 2x16 gig kit of DDR5 5200 speed memory from Corsair. These are their LPX DIMMs. I actually really like the way they look. They're really nice and low profile, can fit with basically any cooler, and they have a wide range of compatibility with a lot of motherboards on the market. And what's going to power our gaming? It's going to be the RTX 3080 12 gig from Asus ROG. This is their Strix model of the 3080, and I wanted to make sure that I went with a 12 gig model versus a 10 gig model. The 10 gig models are absurdly fast still. However, they do lack a little bit when it comes to high resolution texture packs and stuff like that. The memory capacity is actually kind of a limiting factor for them. So we went with a 12 gig model of the Strix RTX 3080. Now, maybe people are going to be like, the 3080 is going to be outdated in a couple of months once NVIDIA releases the 40 series. You know, that's probably true. But right now, the 40 series isn't out, and I want to build a PC to game right now. Apparently, Mango also wants to build a PC to game right now. So if I want to build a PC to game on tomorrow, why am I going to wait a couple months for the next generation of graphics cards to come out? I'm going to choose something that's going to suit my needs right now and is not going to lose any performance moving forward. This is something that I've told people for years. Just because a new product comes out or is about to come out doesn't make the one that you have slower. It just means that there are faster options available. If you're happy with an RTX 3080 and the performance that you're getting from it right now, when the 40 series comes out, you're not going to lose anything by keeping that 3080. So if this is what I need for the games that I want to play at the resolution that I want to play them at, why not use it? So here is our build. We're going to put it all together in a time lapse for you and then see how it comes out. All right, guys, check it out. This is my first PC build in literally months, and I think it came out pretty darn good. I'm definitely very happy with the way it looks aesthetically. I added in a couple of additional Be Quiet Light Wings fans This kind of brings this case up to the spec of the new Pure Base 500DX FX edition for Be Quiet's anniversary. And I think it looks absolutely awesome with all the Be Quiet stuff in there, kind of very much matched together. And then the Strix card in the middle kind of added that splash of light right down the center of the motherboard. Now, as far as performance goes, to be honest, I don't know how it performs. I just installed Windows on it. I just downloaded some games. But this system is going to have a very specific purpose, and that is simulation racing, sim racing. I built a rig in my office, which you guys are going to see in another video very soon. And this is what's going to be powering that rig. So once we're done shooting here, I'm going to transport this over to the rig, hook everything up, and hopefully things go smoothly. I think they pretty much will. RTX 3080 is going to be an awesome GPU for what we're doing with this system, and the 12700K obviously is a great match. This is a very balanced system, as I often preach. It's got the right amount of CPU to GPU, and I think going overkill in any one direction is never really that great of an idea. So, you know, I like the compact footprint here. I like the fact that we've got some really cool lighting effects inside. I like the balance of power. I think that 32 gigs of memory is the right amount for this kind of a build. I think 850 watts of power is the right amount for this build. So I think this one came in almost as one of my favorite builds that I've ever done, just because of honestly how simple it was, but how effective it's going to be at accomplishing its stated task. So if you guys want to see more from this PC to see how it performs in sim racing, and also to check out my sim racing rig, make sure to get subscribed, make sure to hit that bell, and thank you so much for coming back and checking out one of my videos after I have been away for quite a while. I'll see you guys in the next one.